Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the AJS TV channel. Aston Villa away at Chelsea. Massive game in the Premier League between these two sides for two completely different reasons. Chelsea obviously have been struggling with not only basically their Premier League form with their signings, just in general, really. Ever since Todd Boehly has come in, it has been difficult for them, seemingly. Despite all the money they have spent, there doesn't seem to be any improvement. Over £1 billion in a year. I mean, surely that will lead to some kind of financial fair play issues later down the line. But it doesn't even solve any problems. Well, for now, the fact that those players that are coming in are not doing anything. Their only league win has been against Luton Town, who are still winless. Got a point yesterday, but still sit bottom of the league. So beating them doesn't really seem like much of a flex in the first place. They lost to Nottingham Forest at home, their last home game at Stamford Bridge. Drew 0-0 with Bournemouth last week. Watched that game. I thought Bournemouth were the better side and were very unlucky not to win. That's just how it is. I thought Bournemouth had big chances. Dominic Solanke, I remember having a really big chance to make it 1-0 to Bournemouth, but his shot was pretty much straight at Davinson Sanchez. That game could have been different. It is what it is. I think Chelsea were very lucky, basically, and hung on, if anything, in that game. Aston Villa today, I do expect Villa to get at least a point. I think it'll be very disappointing. We've just had a rough game in Europe. I want a response. There's been a few games so far this season where I don't think, the true Aston Villa have come out. The 5-1 defeat to Newcastle on the opening day. The 3-0 defeat to Liverpool a few weeks ago. And then against Legia Warsaw, I thought we were second best throughout the whole 90 minutes. And that was really disappointing. I thought that, especially with the early goal that we conceded, I thought we would wake up and it would be the catalyst almost for us to go on and push on and especially perform a lot better in the second half. It was 2-2, and I thought at about half time, I felt that, okay, we've gone through that scare. We've not played brilliantly, but we're not losing. And the second half was even worse, which is kind of scary, really, because at Legia Warsaw, they're not an amazing side, realistically. But yeah, that's my little rant. Hello, Lord of the Ming said late. I was barely late. I was late by like 30 seconds at most. It is what it is. We'll go through the lineups of both teams. I've got them on screen for you as always for Aston Villa, but we'll also read Chelsea's. We'll start with Villa. In goal, Emi Martinez as always. Luca Digne, Pau Torres, Esri Konsa, Matty Cash. So no Longley, who played in midweek at centre back. Carlos is still injured. Tyrone Mings is still injured. So the centre back partnership we're gonna have to deal with for most of the season will probably be Pau Torres and Esri Konsa. Pivot will be Douglas Luiz and Boubacar Kamara. Now, this is difficult with Aston Villa because we've had Diaby as a shadow striker behind Ollie Watkins. We've had Zaniolo as one. So McGinn will most likely be out wide. I think probably with Zaniolo the other side and then Diaby behind Watkins. But we could be having Diaby on the wing, Zaniolo behind Watkins, so we've got some pace out wide. Because right now, if we have Zaniolo and McGinn, the pace is very limited only to the middle. So maybe that's what Unai Emery will do. Hard to say, really. Chelsea's lineup in goal: Sanchez, a back four of Gusto, Disasi, Silva, and Levi Colwill. I don't really rate that defense. If I'm gonna be honest, that defense doesn't exactly scare me. I'm not even trying to be offensive or anything, but Disasi, I know he scored on his debut against Liverpool, but there's been questionable moments. Levi Colwill doesn't look very quick against Nottingham Forest. When Forest hit Chelsea on the break, Colwill had a chance to sprint back and defend against the goal scorer Anthony Elanga on loan from Man United, and Colwill got nowhere near him. It got absolutely blew away with pace. And for a young player, I don't know, it's kind of rare, really. The most up-and-coming young players are usually quite quick, and I've not really seen it with Colwill. The pivot is apparently going to be Gallagher and Caicedo, but that's most likely going to... Well, Flash Score, I think I've got this wrong. I think it will be Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo as a pivot with Gallagher as a 10, but we'll see. Sterling one side, Mudryk the other, and Nicholas Jackson Up front, Jackson's had a rough start. I think Jackson kind of sold everyone a dream, really, in pre-season. He was incredible, scoring a lot of goals, looking very good while doing so. He's a tall player, but good with his feet. A very similar. I'm sure some Chelsea fans won't appreciate who I'm going to compare it to, but it's similar to Tammy Abraham. Someone who kind of doesn't look like they suit their frame, but can kind of use it well. But past pre-season, I think Jackson has been awful. I think he's been absolutely awful. Alexa, stream light 50%. For some reason, I'm noticing this room's really dark. Alexa, bedroom light off. Okay. So it turns on both lights for some reason. Fittest Chelsea player right now. I hope you mean fittest as in athletically fit. To be fair, most Premier League footballers are incredibly well shaped, and you look at the running stats that they perform like week on week. Even the sides that don't do very well, their players will still run marathons really for their club. Predictions in chat, guys. Please do give it me. Harrison is a Chelsea fan. And he says long day. Lord Mings, the young keeper impression on TikTok was hilarious. Thank you. I did enjoy doing that. I made that a few days ago. Yeah, I was like, this will either hit or miss, I watched quite a few young Kipper videos, and I wanted to use like all of his mannerisms and his phrases, and I wanted it to really come across as a parody. Like I used like Robin Olsen and Digne, who I can't stand. I hate Digne. And I said they were world class. As some weird, like you get some like 10-year-olds who don't understand. Like TikTok is weird. Some people just don't see like satire and sarcasm, but it is what it is. Sterling has mad nyash. You know what? Fair play. If Sterling does have bunda to him, I should have really thought of that. How you doing, Aston? Villa to lose and concede in the 13th second. Hello, Dean. Once again, positive Dean back in the live stream. Who's one Chelsea player that you reckon he could run rings? I don't really look. Probably, I would honestly probably would say Sterling. He's got mad pace to him, and I know it's ironic because of the Bunda comment, but he probably is the most fit as well. Chelsea run rings around our defense. Our defense is just effing shite. Yeah, I mean our back four, Cash and Digne just doesn't strike me as fullbacks for a side that should be pushing towards the higher end of the Premier League, especially Digne. Now I rant about Digne every single week, so I'm kind of like tired of it at this point. But Luca Digne, oh Christ, man, for his attacking output, sometimes it just doesn't. It's like on FIFA, right? If you play a 4-2-4, you're gonna score goals, but you're gonna concede a lot of goals. Same with playing Luca Digne at left back. You're going to create chances, but then Sterling is going to rinse Digne. Even if we win today, I think Digne will be absolutely rinsed by Raheem Sterling. Sterling's licking his lips at the prospect of running against Digne on the break. I would say Mudryk, his pace is madness. Now, Mudryk, I didn't want to say this because I don't want to like jinx Villa at all, but Mudryk hasn't scored a Premier League goal. Mudryk was a £100 million player bought in the January? I know Arsenal wanted Mudryk and Chelsea kind of pipped Arsenal to him. Spent an insane amount of money. And Mudryk, his best attribute is pace, but so far has never scored a Premier League goal. And has had several chances, even against Villa. I remember when we played them at Stamford Bridge and we won. Mudryk missing big chances in that game. And has still yet to score a Premier League goal. If it happens today, I'll be very sad. Because so many defenses have survived. So many defenses have survived a Mudryk masterclass. So I will be very sad. We are underway. I'm just going to get a live stream up for you. I say up for you guys, more for me, really. I'm going to check FPL Kingdom. I imagine the game should be on because it's Chelsea, right? Twitter, they love to show all the Big Six games. Whenever I'm looking for Aston Villa, it's always incredibly hard to find. So I'm gonna first try EPL Kingdom, a Twitter account that shows stuff. See, Arsenal Tottenham's already on there. Guys, give me predictions for not just today, but for like most of today. I would be very much interested. Do you think Spurs will win in the North London derby? I do actually back Spurs. Big Ange Ball. I rate it. I absolutely rate Big Ange Ball. I'm just gonna get my headphones. My headset has died apparently overnight. I didn't. Apparently, I left it on and it's just gone completely flat. So that's annoying. So I have to use my headphones from my TV and put it in. Yes, I'm on Twitter if you guys want to watch it. All you gotta do is type in EPL Kingdom. I might even make that as a comment on and pin it for you guys in chat if you forget about it. 4-0 Chels, Mudryk, hat-trick, and Silva. Just give me a sec. You know, I will post it for you guys. EPL Kingdom on Twitter. And I'll pin it. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we are underway. Chelsea versus Aston Villa is roughly about a minute delay, so it's actually not too bad. Maybe a minute 20. Considering what I've been dealing with recently, that's very good. Currently 7,000 people watching it. On Twitter. Yeah, already an early chance for Chelsea, but an offside flag. I think was that on Enzo Fernandez. I need to get the lineups of both teams. Yeah, it was for Enzo, and he was well offside. Villa once again playing with the high line. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of this against certain teams. I think you are asking for trouble, especially when you're playing against the likes of Raheem Sterling, and like he really doesn't need the extra help to go and score goals personally. But yeah, that is just me. I'm just gonna hang on. I need to get to my. I took a screenshot and it took me all the way to the top of my photos. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what formation and system we're going to use today. I think terrible ball given away, but thankfully Kamara wrestles it back off Mudryk. That is a really dodgy ball out the back for Aston Villa. It's a bit scary. It was offside. Why don't the refs just flag that? Isn't it? I don't even know. I don't even know. So I think they're scared to, because if it leads to something, obviously VAR can only intervene once a goal has happened or not. So if they flag and he's actually onside, it was very obvious. But who knows? We've seen the linesmen and referees make very bizarre decisions. So maybe part of his brain thought he could have been on, so he just let it go. I think that happens way more with teams that have VAR. The linesmen and the officials, everything, they're a bit less. What's the word I'm looking for? They're a bit, there's no need for them to rush into decisions, basically, because they've always got VAR for the big ones. I don't know. Don't flag. Yeah. No, I know. You're spot on, really. Yeah. It can lead to further problems down the line, yeah. Because you can't stop once that corner's given, you can't use VAR to stop a corner. So if you score from the corner, everyone will be looking at that incident. So you are right, and I don't disagree with what you're saying. I'm just saying that's probably why they do it. Son scored offside. It's for 1 minute in the game. Dear Lord, Son. Oh, I really hope Spurs win. I think Arsenal. Look, maybe it's just me. Right? But I think Arsenal deserve a humbling. I really think Arsenal deserve a humbling. I really do. Yeah. They on Twitter they chat so much shit. I hate Arsenal fans. Caicedo's shot is down the middle of the goal and it's saved by Emi Martinez. Rebound tapping, average Son goal. Yeah. Also, I missed some comments as well. Toilet says lack of brain cells in VC, and didn't Enzo score a goal before him as well? I think so. I think Enzo has scored before. Jackson is still into run us, maybe. Oh, Digne has seemingly slipped as the ball's gone out of play. I say you can kind of tell that Villa. I would say Villa. I would say they're out of form a little bit right now, and I know Chelsea have been out of form for like 18 months. And it's already feeling like that type of game. Lovely tackle from McGinn on Mudryk. Really good breaking of play there, and Villa get a throw in. It's just a clean challenge there from John McGinn. Very nice. How you doing, Mark? Says, hi, AJ. Does EPL Kingdom work on Twitter? Oh, so all you got to do, go on Twitter and type in EPL Kingdom, and they retweet. It comes up on their feed, but they retweet like these small channels that get made like on the same day that post like these live streams live. So then they don't get their main account banned, but these smaller ones do. You can't ban a channel for retweeting something. So that's how they get around it. So they've got like a big following based off like several live streams every single week. But yeah, you type in the name EPL Kingdom and you should find it, because I found it within seconds. EPL Kingdom is great if your side are playing, Big Six, or if you do support a Big Six team. They always make sure their games are on. It's a bit harder to find like we struggled finding Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace, but every other Premier League game was on, which was very annoying. Oh no, Luton, Fulham was difficult as well, but the other games were on. Lovely ball to the right hand side. Cash with an early cross. Only half really cleared by Thiago Silva, but Villa can't really take advantage of the Chelsea defence there, being at 6 and 7s. Jackson, that's a good ball to Sterling, and Sterling's in behind Pau Torres, but really good defending from Torres. Good recovery. And it's going to be a Chelsea corner, and we're going to be seeing a lot of this from Sterling down the right. Luca Digne is nowhere to be seen because he's pushed forward, so Pau Torres has to cover and play basically two positions today. But that's good defending from Pau. I think he recovered a bit of pace there. I think Sterling, the commentators are giving Sterling stick there. I think that's fair because like he seemed to slow down almost. Chelsea not a big. I mean, they are really. I give Chelsea fans a lot of banter, but they've won 2 Champions Leagues, and with the money they've spent, they definitely probably should be there. Chelsea fans claiming for a handball in the box, which is waved away by the referee very emphatically. Here's Gusto for Chelsea to Mudryk. Just about beats a shoulder charge by John McGinn. Caicedo switches the ball to the right hand side. Sterling very deep with this ball. Sterling running past Douglas Luiz, but a good tackle from Digne. The Villa trying to put 2 men on Sterling straight away, which is good. The only way you're going to stop him, really, with Digne at the back. Football, nothing says, come on, you Gunners. And yeah, fair enough. I just think Arsenal fans, not all Arsenal fans, but a lot of them are very loud. Very, very loud. And the egos are massive. They think that like almost every player they could approach would sign for them. And whenever they lose like signings, there's always like gaslighting almost. They say, oh, we didn't want him anyway, or in Mika we trust the process, and if we wanted him we would have spent that money. There's a reason why we didn't offer that extra 5-10 mil more. They love Mikel Arteta for what he's done very little for them, right? He's got them 8th place and 2nd, right? That is nowhere near enough for me to start gassing Arteta. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got Man United 2nd. Like, Jose Mourinho got Man United 2nd. These are managers who apparently failed at clubs. Arteta getting Arsenal 2nd in a season where they completely and utterly bottled the league is not enough to gas him. Yeah, that was never a handball on Kamara. No, they just dropped on his hand. Yeah, I mean, the referee waved it away very emphatically for a reason. Lovely ball to the right side. And it's Gusto on the overlap. Gusto pulls it back. Wow, that's a terrible cutback, really. He's looking for Caicedo. Villa, though, give it away straight away with Douglas Luiz. The cutback, that was a good opportunity there for Gusto. He had Sterling and Moses Caicedo out, with him, and he doesn't find either of them. Chance for Enzo. Slightly intercepted from Kamara. Hacked away by Ezri Konsa. Villa just need to keep hold of the ball. Keep giving it away as soon as we get it back. Louise switches the ball. That's better. Is Matty Cash for Aston Villa? 10 minutes gone, still goalless. Douglas Louise back into Cash. Slowing down the tempo now. Oracle Cloud, I've said 44% win chance for Chelsea. I don't know if they've been watching football recently. I don't know where they get these stats from, to be honest. I really don't. This stinks of a Villa goal, says Aston. Arsenal, a small club. This is common news. Yeah. Well, you say that on Twitter, and all the Arsenal Twitter fans, yeah, they'll come at you. Oh, we're the biggest club in London. We're massive. We're massive. Invincible. You ever get into an argument with an Arsenal fan? The Invincibles comment is slapped on the table every single time. It's like clockwork. It's so funny. I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen it in comment sections. Whenever you criticize Arsenal and their history, they slap the Invincibles on the table every time. So, oh, we're invincible. In fact, you drew most of the games. Honestly, man. Nigerian tax club tax. Half of them can't point to London. Also, this live stream for some reason has gone off the game. What? And now has a black screen. There's 18,000 people watching a black screen on Twitter. I'm just going to look at the view counts elsewhere. Arsenal Spurs has 31k. Liverpool West Ham has 20. Villa Chelsea is 18. And the other game isn't on EPL Kingdom. There's 4 games. Poor Brighton versus Bournemouth. They've not bothered to do Brighton Bournemouth. I mean, I think this stream has either been took down or they've took it down. I don't know. It seems, well, he changed the view to his files, so that looks like it was purposely done, but I don't know. But I'm currently not watching the game because my stream has gone down. They know it's a 0-0 stinker. Still, there will be fans of, but that would still get like 2 or 3k. I don't know. Yeah, the black screen is still live, and the viewer count has halved. There's now 9,000 people. Oh no, we're back. There we go. Thiago Silva for Chelsea. Arguably Chelsea's best player. I know age, comes into it and all, but you can't really tell how old he is. Like, he's a Rolls Royce defender, can pick a pass. Like, look at that, brilliant ball into Mudryk, and it's really well cut out. I think the only part you can tell he's old is like maybe his pace, but like other than that, he looks very good. Easily one of Chelsea's best players, if not the best player. And bear in mind, he came to Chelsea when he was old anyway. He left PSG to go to Chelsea. He did have a stinker debut. I remember him getting rinsed by West Brom. Jackson looked like he controlled that with his hand, but Villa, I think a foul was given for that. Bit of a poor cross, really, from the left-hand side. Chelsea had a chance. Oh dear, use that link. The links get banned on this channel. Links get removed. Like most YouTube comment sections, they don't allow links. Even though I try to, they don't allow them. I don't get what I need to do. There's settings where I've done, okay, allow all links, right? Which that in itself is dangerous, but I want to see what it does. And it still does nothing because no link ever gets posted in the comment section. Lou Barry will be recalled by Christmas. He's having an insane season for Stockport County. Scored a lot of goals. I don't get it. He did so poorly for Salford last year, and he's like a goal machine for Stockport. It's in the same league. Both teams in Great Manchester as well. So almost the same place. Bet Bournemouth. Ben's Brighton have the most goal. Oh yeah, imagine Bournemouth versus Brighton is the most exciting game. I use oursoccerstreams.net. All right, I'll have a look at that later. I do like using Twitter because the latency on Twitter for some reason is really low. I have no explanation as to why, but right now it's 154 and the real game is 1553. That's not bad. That's not terrible. I think the best I've seen on a website is maybe like a minute 30. Minute 30 delay. But yeah, I'll put that in my favourites so I don't forget. Cancer for Villa. Again, we're very, very slow today. There's not a lot of impetus really to get this ball forward very quick. We're very slow in possession, slow tempo, a little bit boring almost. And Villa do have a free kick near the halfway line. Still remains goalless. To be fair, very little has happened. It's also goalless elsewhere in the Premier League in all the other 3 games. Lovely ball to Digne. Digne's cross hits Gusto and Villa get a throw in. Very close to the corner flag. Lovely free kick. That was a brilliantly floated pass. What was that, a 50-yard ball diagonally? Brilliantly found Digne. Gusto does well. I signed him on FC24. He's like a quick defender that I could get for like 1,000 coins. 88 pace, 60, maybe 68, 69 defender. And he'll do a job. He'll do a job out wide. Odegaard yellow for crying. Oh man, that's another thing they do in the Arteta era. There loads of tears, loads of tears. Every time a foul's given against Arsenal, there's like 2 or 3 men on the referee. Remember, we only need 10 minutes to score 3 goals. That is true. Jackson forgets how to pass. EAFC's alright, to be fair. It's full of bugs, though. Like, the gameplay is fine. If you fix the bugs, it's okay. Ball's given away here. Jackson has a chance with Sterling out wide. But Kamara... Oh, that's lovely from Kamara. Oh, my days. That is absolute sauce from Kamara. Muscles his way out. Brilliant ball as well. Amazing defending. And he keeps the ball alive as well. Luiz turns away from Caicedo. Plays a long ball forward. And Diaby doesn't really get a hold of that ball either. And Chelsea get it back. A bit of a hopeful ball forward to Diaby. We've not really looked to play that direct today. So I don't mind playing direct, especially when you got fast players. That pass just really needs to be important though. It needs to be a good ball. And so far we've not really seen that. Personally, I think we should sell. Okay, I don't think we should sell Watkins. People are a little bit reactionary. Ollie Watkins did score 15 or 6. Was it 16 Premier League goals last season? One of the best strikers in the division. He's having a bit of a rough patch, but he did score a hat-trick against Hibs in the Conference League. I think people just need to back him a little bit. Football's a very fickle sport. As much as I think Duran is in better form, and I didn't like the fact that Duran came off against Legia Warsaw. I thought that was a bad sub, and so some people also disagreed with that sub online. So I'm glad to see that weren't just me who was upset about that, because I thought Duran was playing really well. Ollie Watkins came on and did nothing. Colwill to Gallagher. I think Gallagher is playing in a pivot, which is so baffling to me. Gallagher played as a 10 for Palace and was one of their best players on loan. And now, is he actually playing in a pivot for Chelsea? I don't get Pochettino sometimes. I don't understand Pochball. Gallagher's really good going forward. I watched Gallagher in person, and he was easily Palace's best player. And now Poch has got him as a pivot. He plays Chilwell sometimes on the wing. Baffling. Digne pulls it back to Zaniolo. Zaniolo cross is deflected. Aston Villa get a corner. Come on. Gallagher dog. You got that dog in him. We know why you like Duran. Well, I don't get the joke. Why do I like Duran? I like Duran because he's fast. But there's probably a joke in there somewhere. Liverpool have scored against West Ham. That is the first goal of the day in the Premier League. Yesterday it was kind of boring in the Prem. City beat Forest 2-0. Rodri strangled someone, so that's probably the most fun part of that game, I guess. Most exciting part. There was a 0-0 between 2 mid teams. I can't remember. The complete mid-off. Corner comes in. Oh, shocking corner from Digne. Shot! Oh! Luca Digne with a rasping effort. Which I think that's what Aston was on about a few seconds ago. I may try the live stream. If your stream is that far ahead, I may try it. That's a great save. That's actually tipped over by David. Wow, that's a clean volley from Digne. And it's a great save from Sanchez. That would have been a stunning Aston Villa goal. Why do you think all the ladies like the pictures of him? Because he's a good-looking athlete. And he's like 19. I don't know. Corner comes in for Aston Villa. Hacked away at the near post. Recycled by, well, not the best pass, actually, to Diaby. Emi Martinez, almost on the halfway line, delivers this ball across. And that's not great from Aston Villa, really. And this is where Chelsea hits on the break. It's Jackson. Jackson's got room with a pass in the box, potentially. Esri Konsa comes across. And I think that'll be a corner. That's really good defending from Konsa. Okay, cheers. Yeah, at half time I'll switch over. Unless the stream goes down again, then I'll just do it prematurely. But yeah, lovely counter attack from Chelsea. I think Villa gave the ball away very poorly. That's offside on Jackson, though. Yeah, Jackson in a very obvious offside position there. Surely it can't be that difficult to hold a run, especially against like a high line, out of form Villa defense. I think it could be very easy to stay on a shoulder. But we've seen it with Enzo, now we've seen it with Jackson. A good 5 yards offside. You see Gibbs White go down like 10 seconds after the strangle. Yeah. That was so funny. Football's a funny sport. Do you see Pep's reaction to the Rodri red card? Pep was fuming. He was absolutely fuming. I was watching some of the press conferences after the game, and even though they just won 2-0, yeah, he was very upset. Raheem Sterling just threw himself to the ground there, seemingly for no reason. Now Gusto on the right. Gusto into Sterling. He's been held a little bit by Pau Torres. Cross comes in, hacked away by Konsa. Oh, brilliantly kept in play by Zaniolo. Incredible first touch. Gets away from one. That's a foul. Surely it is. And that is actually very good from Zaniolo. I think he's done brilliantly there. And now Enzo's holding his leg, seemingly. I'm not watching a stream. Should Digne have scored? Not really. I mean, it was a really clean shot. It is an incredible save from Davinson Sanchez. Yeah, it's a silly foul, really. In that, I think Zaniolo had pretty much nowhere to go. It did very well to keep the ball alive for Aston Villa, but then he was fouled. And Enzo Fernandez, seemingly in a lot of trouble. He was down, holding his leg, and he's now gone up, still holding that right ankle. I didn't see what happened. He might have landed on it funny, maybe. I didn't see. But yeah, that Digne shot. If it would have gone in, it would have been for the fact it was a really clean volley. You wouldn't expect someone to score from there. Maybe like 1 in 100 going. Mudryk. Oh, heavy first touch from Mudryk. Won back by Kamara, but Chelsea get the second ball. Is Gusto running down the right against Zaniolo. He has got round him. Well, kind of. Then he tries to find Sterling. He gives the ball away. Gusto's had a bad game. I don't like to get on the backs of like young players and all, but Gusto's given the ball away a few times as like the modern fullback coming forward. Very little output from him. And Mudryk as well has kind of ran into brick walls so far. Not terrible. I think it's been very even. Chelsea have probably had more of the ball. Done very little with it, and we've had the best chance of the game so far. With a 25-yard volley from Digne tipped over the bar from Sanchez. That's basically all she wrote. Chelsea been offside a few times. Jackson struggling to get involved. I think Sterling's probably been their most creative outlet so far. And even that is fairly minimal. So make of that what you will. Oh, Jackson miss. Okay, we're going to see this. Mudryk. We're going to count the delay on that. Oh, lovely ball from Mudryk into Jackson. It's a brilliant save from Emi Martinez. That's a stunning save from Martinez. Yeah, it's about 5 seconds, maybe 6, 7 seconds. A really good ball. I'm criticising Mudryk, and then that happens. No one closes down the pass. He's onside because of Matty Cash. It's a really good stop with the right hand of Martinez. That is a warning for Aston Villa. Do you guys remember when Jackson was what's the word? When he was being compared to Drogba? I do remember that. I do remember that. What's the website? Soccerstreams.net. Alright, I'll give that a go because the stream's gone down. Soccerstreams.net. Alright, and we'll do this. Any particular link? Because there are like obviously several because this site just hosts them. Yeah, I remember a lot of people comparing. This is 2540. Alright, we're gonna see how good the stream is. It is playing, to be fair. Just trying to count the delay. Oh, lovely from Douglas Luiz. Oh! Luiz basically dribbles past 3 players. Oh, yeah, this is better. It's like a minute 30. Yeah, this is good. Yo, comment Aston W. Is Zaniolo on the left, gets the cross in. It's gone all the way through into the middle. Thiago Silva gets an easy clearance away. No one really on him. Cash with the ball back for Aston Villa. 1-0 to Bournemouth and 1-0 to the Arsenal. Oh, of course, Romero scored no goal. Of course. Oh, this is a break chance for Chelsea. It's Rashford. Oh, Rashford. I said Rashford, by the way. Sterling into Jackson. This is a 3-on-3. Jackson scoops a pass forward. That's brilliant defending from Matty Cash. And that gets an applause. Just like the Villa fans, that gets an applause from me. That's really good defending from Matty Cash. I think Jackson, though, I think he needs to be a little bit quicker. Right? I'm not about pace. I'm on about decision making, if you guys know what I mean. There is a big chance here for Chelsea. It's a lovely ball through to him again. He somehow wrestles Pau Torres. And he's a little bit slow with his decision making. He turns, he tries to pick a ball out to the far post. I don't think that was the best idea. I really don't. I think he took a lot of the momentum out of the attack for Chelsea. And by the time he put the cross in, Villa flooded men back. Didn't even realise Mitoma was benched. Oh dear. I will say, for the first time since FPL, I did forget to do my changes. But I don't think I would have made many. Diaby with a low ball is very poor. And it's very easily held by Sanchez. Trying to look for a quick pass into Ollie Watkins' feet. 27, nearly 28 gone. It's still Chelsea 0, Aston Villa 0. I will say a fairly flat game so far. I'm not too impressed with either team. I think, you know what? My man of the match would probably go to John McGinn so far. I think he's been absolutely everywhere. You call it recency bias because he just won the ball back for Villa momentarily, but probably our best midfielder player. Him and Kamara have been pretty decent so far. Luiz has been not great. I'm very surprised as of yet that we've not seen Digne in too much trouble. I thought Digne would be getting absolutely rinsed by now. How are we playing? We're playing all right, to be fair. It's been very even. Very, very even. I think Chelsea have had probably the best chance of the game. I forgot to turn that on. Chelsea have had the best chance of the game with Jackson through on goal, and it was a brilliant save by Emi Martinez, right hand. Apparently, my view account is not updating. That's just brilliant. Alright, I'm going to turn it off and back on again. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm watching it on... Oh, yeah, I need to remove the comment probably. Because I'm watching it on oursoccerstreams.net. In fact, if I can just find Aston's comment, I can just be very lazy and just pin that. Rather than type it out again. Where is it? Where is it? This is peak laziness from me. There it is. And pin. There we go. We got a pinned comment. All right, getting back to the game. And Matty Cash has a shot. It's deflected and saved by Sanchez. I nearly missed that. Matty Cash with a rasping shot. The deflection could have been very difficult for Chelsea to deal with. It actually hit, was that Levi Colwill on the way through? Very easily could have gone in. We've seen that happen before. Yeah, we played okay. I think a little bit fortunate, but that's just football. I think Chelsea are a bit fortunate that Digne's shot was brilliantly saved by Sanchez. Yeah, McGinn loves a game against Chelsea for some reason. McGinn always turns up against Chelsea. Lovely ball to Sterling, but that's really good from the sweeper keeper. That is Emi Martinez. In a high line, he has to do his job, and he does that. That was a good idea for Chelsea. No, it wasn't. It wasn't tipped away for a corner. It was just straight up held by Sanchez. It was a good dive to his right. The deflection made it awkward, but it was well saved. Good press from Chelsea. Cash into Diaby. And is that a Chelsea throw? Colwill coming in. I think it's an Aston Villa one. Had to carry the misses shopping, so most of the first half. Oh, so missed most. You've not missed much, to be fair, mate. It's been very even. I think a draw so far is fair. Neither side have really done anything. Chelsea have had one big chance. They probably should have scored that, really, but it's one big chance they've created. Jackson, with his poor form, it continues. Villa, a bit dangerous playing out from the back here, allowing Chelsea to really come on us. Can't serve into Kamara. Lovely little triangle pass in there. Is Matty Cash. Cash with Diaby. Out wide. Cash instead looks centrally. Luiz, that's nice. Luiz into space with Digne. There's options. Digne could do an early ball. Instead, he finds Zaniolo. Zaniolo by the byline. Puts the ball into the box. It's a terrible ball. It's a dreadful ball. Absolutely dreadful pass. Thankfully, Villa still get a throw-in out of it, but that really should have led to something, I think. I did post look at the pinned comment. oursoccerstreams.net. How you doing, Akalina? What's good? And Mimi said, not gonna lie, I was expecting a goal for us Villa by now. Well, I still think we'll win this game. But it has been very even so far. If we are going to win, we've got to play a little bit better than what we are doing. Zaniolo's cross is deflected. Aston Villa do get a corner. 32.5 gone, still goalless. Zaniolo doing what he can going forward. Ollie Watkins slowly walking into the box. He looks gassed out already, by the way. Dougie Luiz, will he try his routine swerve the ball in? He does this every now and then for some reason. Douglas Luiz loves to try and curl this into the top corner. No, he goes short. It's a training ground one. Digne puts the ball into the box. It's a header away. Decent ball. But he put it into the area that's most defended, unfortunately. Jackson, good charge down challenge by Matty Cash. That's brilliant defending. I'm a big critic of Cash usually, but he's done very well so far. Won the ball impressively on a couple of occasions now. Zaniolo, that's lovely. Zaniolo into Douglas Luiz. That's a foul? I thought Luiz was fouled there. Maybe my Villa tinted glasses are showing, but I thought Luiz was fouled. Kamara trying to come in, and he has then fouled the Chelsea man, Gallagher. And a free, Villa fans and players alike will not be too keen on this referee in the last few minutes. It looked like a foul on Douglas Luiz, but that might be just me. Colwill. Into Thiago Silva, back to Colwill. Chelsea now doing their version of slow build-up play until Colwill just launches it long, and Martinez has to head the ball away. Kept in play by Mudryk. He skips away from McGinn this time. Mudryk still on the ball, and then he gives it away to Kamara. Chelsea still, thankfully for them, retain the ball. Because Mudryk has done this on a few occasions now. That's a better ball from Thiago Silva. He keeps doing this. Silva into Gusto, pulls it back, and the shot from Enzo is probably, it might have been deflected, but it landed closer to the corner flag than the goal. But well, you know what? I'm changing my mind. The most the most catalytic Chelsea player is probably Thiago Silva. Most of Chelsea's best opportunities have come from a Thiago Silva long ball. Silva's passing vision is very, very good. Those are two big chances for Chelsea that have both been made through by Thiago Silva. Yeah, and that's a poor finish from Enzo. It wasn't even. I thought, for his sake, it might have been deflected wide, but he just put it cleanly wide of the post. That's a really poor finish. From there, you do expect to hit the target, really. Make the keeper move. And even my criticism of Gusto, I don't think Gusto had been that good going forward, but even he did a really good cutback. Colwill all the way back to Davinson Sanchez. Into Colwill again. Oh, that's a mistake for Chelsea. Watkins, counter-attack for Aston Villa. And Caicedo. That's a foul on Ollie Watkins, it is. The referee didn't seem to give that at first. Caicedo shoves Watkins from behind, and Aston Villa get a free kick. Maybe, 30 yards from goal? Maybe a bit closer in than that. John McGinn is complaining that these fouls keep happening and no cards have been brought out. At least I'm guessing so. Yeah, a very obvious foul from behind from Moses Caicedo. Just hacks down Ollie Watkins. Oh, I thought it was Thiago Silva. Was it Disasi? Well, I apologise. I said Davinson Sanchez. I've been saying Davinson Sanchez. It's what's his name? I don't care if it's a Brighton third choice goalkeeper. Davinson Sanchez is the centre back for Spurs. Robert Sanchez? Robert Sanchez, right? I keep saying Davinson. They're very two forgettable players, right? Sanchez wouldn't get a kick for Brighton, and Spurs Sanchez missed a penalty against Fulham and knocked them out the the League Cup. Two very forgettable men. The Villa player says, I wonder what happened to that MH geezer that seems that Brighton lost. Well, I can't believe that. Basically, a Brighton fan was chatting lots of shit last stream, and he was saying that they were going to beat AEK Athens 4-0, and then they ended up losing 3-2. He was chatting so much shit about Villa. Luiz with this free kick is, well, wide of the post. I might have took a deflection because the Villa players are staying forward and I don't currently hear commentary. Does this clip the wall? It does. It clips Enzo and it will be a Villa corner. The answer to that, Luke, is a no. It's not a terrible free kick and it's well defended. What a save for Arsenal. Wait, Arsenal. Who's in goal for them? Is it Ramsdale in goal? Because I've seen that's been like a controversial thing. Because they bought a goalkeeper. Zaniolo! What a save, Sanchez! Oh my goodness me! Zaniolo surely thought he put Aston Villa ahead then. That's an incredible save. How this is not 1-0. It's another clean volley. This time, 8 yards out? Left foot. Oh my God, that's an incredible save. Left foot of Zaniolo towards the near post. And it's a brilliant save. Unbelievable. Corner comes in again for Aston Villa. Diaby, edge of the box, goes back out wide to the corner taker, swings it back in. It's awkward, and Aston Villa. Is that another corner? Another corner has been given. Thiago Silva now down. Well, wow. Sanchez with 2 really good saves for Chelsea. Just look, whenever we play Chelsea, their keeper always does well, apparently. Kepa got literal save of the season against Villa at Villa Park last year. And now Sanchez is in his Courtois era, seemingly. Douglas Luiz with Aston Villa's 6th corner of the day. Towards the middle, another good header away. Shot! Oh, it's a dreadful attempt on goal, really, from Digne. Average Digne shot. Yeah, about 15 yards above goal. Man, that's a bit harsh. Maybe 15 metres. Trying to exaggerate for effect there, but it's not a poor. It's a poor attempt from Digne, basically. Still 1-0 to the Arsenal. 1-0 to Bournemouth and 1-0 to Liverpool. Oh, Diaby's done really well to win this ball, and that's surely a foul on John McGinn, which the referee has not given. It looked very similar to the one on Ollie Watkins that Caicedo made. Unai Emery screaming instructions. Mudryk in the box for Chelsea. Drills the ball across goal. No one there to tap it in. That's actually not bad for Mudryk, but there's literally no one there. I will say, it's getting end-to-end football now. Can Digne stop spamming Enzo into Sterling. He's gone round his man. Sterling. Well, Kamara with an interception concedes a corner. I will say I held my breath a little bit there because his interception actually went across the face of goal. Chelsea do get a corner. What is Pochettino paying for this prat of a ref? Yeah, he's a little bit questionable so far. I think for both teams. Enzo will have this corner. Mudryk is short. That just feels like I'm just chatting shit about Mudryk. Corner comes in, headed away at the near post. Mudryk gets it back. He's actually not. He's fairly tall actually, Mudryk, unless Diaby is 5'6". Cross comes in. It's a good hold from Martinez. Poor ball from Mudryk, really. And we bowl the ball towards the left-hand side. How's the defence been? We've been okay. Better than the Legia Warsaw game. You can really tell that was a second-string defence because if Callum Chambers was playing right back, we'd be 3-0 down. That's just how it is. That is just how it is. Pau Torres for Aston Villa. Back to Martinez. He does have men short. Martinez will go long. He actually does find Diaby, but Diaby can't really take the ball down. Diaby gives a thumbs up for Emi. He's offside, that's probably why. Subs. What do you mean? Oh, Spurs have equalised. Son. Wow. Tottenham are level before half-time. Ange Postecoglou's in source. It is 1-1. Jackson. Oh, that's a chance for Chelsea. This could lead to something. Gusto pulls it back for Galadog, and it's intercepted brilliantly by John McGinn. I need to not call him Galadog because he's gonna score if I keep saying that. It's intercepted by McGinn. I just love the name Galadog. Yeah, Sanchez with 2 really good saves for Chelsea. Yeah. That's brilliant from John McGinn. Damn. Is Raheem Sterling. Puts the ball into the box. That's a goal. It's a goal for Chelsea. But I think it's going to be ruled out. I think it's Disasi putting the ball in, but that's not going to count. At least as of right now. The offside flag's up. We're going to see if this is offside. I got worried for a second then. It's a lovely cross. Yeah, he's offside. He's offside. In fact, there's 2 Chelsea players offside there. It's a good header from Disasi. But yeah, he's off. One of those. If that stands, it's corruption. That's all I'm going to say. There's severe Todd Bowley corruption if that would have stood. Saka humble. He doesn't really turn up against the big side, Saka. That's my criticism of him. He's a good player, but a bit of a mid-table farmer. Digne's holding. Well, Digne's nose is fully bleeding. I think he's just been smashed in the face. And the referee is instructing Villa players to move away. Digne got a proper whack in the nose there. How did that happen? Oh, it was a collision with Sterling. Oh, VAR checking this. VAR are checking this collision. I don't think anything will be given. Digne is getting a booking for the initial foul. Yeah, I don't think it'll lead to anything. It looks accidental. Sterling humbled him. Sterling and Digne having a mid-off, basically. I'm not reading that comment. Oh, this is the VAR check. Oh, I mean, no, it's accidental. To be fair, I don't think. Well, even as a big Villa fan, I don't think we can ask for a red card there. McGinn is saying elbow, but McGinn will say that. He's asking him to look at the monitor. Yeah, it looked like an accident to me. But he did get clarted. Why would, like, realistically, why would Sterling elbow Digne there? That was clearly accidental. He's trying to dribble with the ball. He's not looking at Digne, really. But yeah, Sterling won the battle of mid. West Ham equalised. All the games are level. Every game has had a goal except this one, of course. The one game I'm watching is the only goal. Sorry, the only game without a goal. And every other Premier League game has 2 of a minimum. Love that. Absolutely love that. 2 minutes of added, 3 minutes of added time. Sterling, good interception from Torres. He gets another ball in, but that will be a goal kick to Aston Villa. Half time 0-0. I'll have a quick look on the good old flash score. Yeah, it is half time 0-0. Not bad for Aston Villa. Basically, is what I will say. Not terrible. Not terrible. Not amazing. If this game continues the way it is, it will very obviously be a draw. Chelsea look toothless in front of goal, and Villa, well, we're not even really creating the chances. Well, we've had 2 volleys, I suppose. I think Zaniolo really should have scored his chance. That was an incredible save. By the way, the referee has whistled for half time a minute short. Has anyone noticed that? He gave 3, and he's what? He gave a minute. That's what it means. A minimum of 3 minutes of additional time, and we've only played 2, and he's seemingly blue for half time. I don't know what that's all about. Did he leave his stopwatch in the dressing room? Ref is lost. How do you give 3 and then play 2? Yeah, what the hell is that all about? What the hell is that all about? Digne's still crying about the incident. And Konsa is talking to Sterling about the elbow. Yeah, it is half time. It's 0-0. I'll look at the stats for the game for you guys. So Chelsea 54% of the ball to Aston Villa's 46. Chelsea with 0.65 XG. I think most of that, if not all, is probably on the Jackson shot. Aston Villa with 0.19. Villa have had more shots on goal than Chelsea with 5-3. 3 on target to 2. We've had a lot more corners. Chelsea have had a lot more offsides. Yeah, very mid game. Very mid game. I'll look on SofaScore. See what SofaScore are giving for scores on players. I think, look, watching the sport sometimes is different to actual stats. I don't think Douglas Luiz has played very well. I think Kamara and John McGinn have been okay. Yeah, Diaby, 6.4. Diaby's the lowest. He's just not really been involved today, Diaby. I don't get it. Diaby, in some games, is the best player on the pitch and is sourcing. And then games like this, he can barely keep hold of the ball. Diaby's had 14 touches. To be fair, he's completed all 9 passes. But yeah, his heat map, none of it is in the box, which kind of says it all, really. Zaniolo with one of the highest ratings. Kamara, 7.4. I think surely is the man of the match. Him, the best Chelsea rating is Robert Sanchez. I think that's all you need to know about Chelsea, really. Not terrible, not amazing. Will probably be 1-0, 2-0 Chelsea, but there's a chance of 1-1. Chelsea deal awfully quick. Can't see Poch making changes. Yeah, what I'll say about Chelsea is there's no there's no poor performance across the pitch. There's a lot of mid, but there's not anyone that's really stinking up the gaff. Um, I think everyone's kind of done their job. I think, well, maybe Jackson, you could say, because he should have scored really. And Jackson hasn't been involved much in Chelsea's build-up play. I don't know. I've not really seen much of him basically, and he really should have scored his chance. Jackson's XG alone was 0.5 for that big opportunity against Martinez. Basically a coin flip according to SofaScore. Digne has Villa's second highest rating. I gotta say, I criticize Digne every single time. Apparently, Digne has a 7.0. I refuse to believe that. How is Digne's Villa's second highest? Nah, this is why I watch sport with my eyes and not on stats, because I would never see that. I think John McGinn and Kamara have been very good. I'll see what Villa fans think on Twitter, and I'll see what Chelsea fans think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments as well of this live stream. How do you think the game's gone? What do you think the score will be at the end of today? Who's impressed you? Who hasn't? Just give me all that good stuff. Villa fans on Twitter, what we're saying? 50-50 all round, keep it up. People laughing at the ref. Really, I wouldn't say really good half. I don't know about that. Am I missing something? People are saying really good half. I think I'd say it's been even, but if you were to push it, I'd say maybe like, look, rather than being 50-50, I'd say like maybe 53-54 Villa. Like, yeah, 54 Villa, 46 Chelsea. I don't know. But then Chelsea had that chance with Jackson. I can't really ignore that. I think if we do keep it up, I think we might be okay. Zaniolo's been very good, yeah. Very unlucky not to score. Well blown after 155 when 3 minutes of added on. Incredible. Someone says decent, not gonna lie, feels like it could go 1-0 either way. Sterling should have been sent off I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. Watkins not really been involved. That's the criticism of mine. Watkins and Jackson having the mid off. Watkins and Jackson severely having the mid off. I can't lie. I'm just seeing the reaction for the Sanchez save. Insane. Absolutely insane. Chelsea on Twitter. I'll see what their fans are saying. I don't know if Chelsea fans would be complaining. I don't think they've played terribly. Oh, well, I say that, and the top comment, 200 likes. Imagine our goalkeeper being our best player in back-to-back games against Bournemouth and Villa. Okay, that tickled me. I'll even give a like to that. That did tickle me. We need a new striker ASAP. I think it's harsh on Jackson. He's not playing very well, but you know, sometimes you gotta keep a bit of faith. Maybe get get a striker to compete with him, because right now I feel like it's just Jackson and that's it. Like, who else can play up front for Chelsea? We had 3 minutes added time and only 2 were played. Even the ref don't think we can score any time. This Chelsea fan is very biased, obviously. He says Chelsea should have led Villa at least 2-0 and was slightly the better team. I don't think that at all. I don't think that at all. Keep starting. Mudryk is definitely improving, but we need a striker. Yeah, Mudryk's been alright, to be fair. He put the ball through to Jackson. We are so cursed. How have we not scored? Someone says, I swear the 4 goals will come in the second half. I can feel it in my balls. I think a reference to Dubois. Whenever he says, I feel it in my balls, it doesn't really age well. Dubois actually says he's not tweeting until Chelsea win a game of football. So we'll see if he's back today. Mod. Let's see what CFC Mod is saying on Twitter. 1% chance, 99% faith. Playing good, man. Just let the goals in now. Start messing around. Give my winger his assist. What a ball from Mudryk. Yeah, Johnny Evans has more goal contributions than Mudryk this season. That is kind of funny. Donker coming on. Not looking forward to it. Is he actually? I've not seen anything like that. So yeah, I do. I think the comment I agree with the most is it does feel like it could go either way. It does reek of 1-0 to either team. Hopefully, it will be a Villa win, especially after our disaster class in Poland. It would be very good, very nice if we could win. As much as I wish we'd keep it up, we know it's inevitable. Chelsea get a lucky goal. Keep the faith, mate. Keep the faith. Toilet says boring football. I don't think the football's been that boring. I think it's been alright. Read your Sterling comment. Amount of time Sterling threw himself into the penalty area and then flings his little dinosaur arms. Yeah, he did flop for a penalty. At least on one occasion, I remember. They're showing highlights of the Burnley United game yesterday, which I got Bruno Fernandes in my FPL, so I was very happy with a Bruno goal. Big up Bruno. My rat face point merchant. Anana got a clean sheet. I think that's kind of impressive with the slander he's currently going through. I still can't believe Jay Rodriguez plays for Burnley in 2023. Jay Rodriguez is abysmal. I remember him at West Brom. I remember Villa knocking West Brom out of the playoffs when Rodriguez was playing up front for West Brom. He did nothing. How is he a Premier League striker? I don't get it, man. Surely Burnley can look elsewhere. Looking at these highlights, that's absolutely shocking pass. Rashford, 1-on-1 with a defender. Step over, step over, step over. And his shot hits a crowd of Burnley players. Then that just sums up Rashford, really. That's a lovely outside the boot ball into Rashford, and yeah, that wasn't really beating anyone. Good block. A bit poor from Rashford, really. Whenever the big five get touched, pulled, or pushed down, they go down like they've been shot. Oh yeah, that was it. I was going to look at the comments from Arsenal Spurs. I'll look at the Spurs ones. Keep it up, lads. Life comes at you fast. Yeah, Saka with a dart being thrown. Was it Saka with the wait? What happened with Saka? Why is Saka? I need to see the game because Saka's getting shit apparently. Seung-min Son, wonder goal. Saka do the celebration now. I do like Spurs over Arsenal. I can't lie. Arsenal fans piss me off a little bit. I think Spurs are a likable club, very similar to Villa, really. Both having like trophy droughts. I like Ange. I think he's like a likable guy as well as a decent manager. It seems. Son's been one of my favourite Premier League players since I was like 16, 17. Yeah. I can't believe how old he is now, but yeah. Oh, Ramsdale's not in goal. Oh my god, that's a bit harsh on Ramsdale. I didn't realize. I mean, I did say at the time when they bought in David Raya that he's better than Ramsdale, and two, you don't sign a player like that if he doesn't go in goal or at least compete. And Arsenal fans were laughing, saying, "Oh, yeah, he's just backup for Ramsdale, just backup." I think Ramsdale. I've always said this as well. You go back on like really old streams. I think Ramsdale is very overrated. People call him Camrasdale for a reason. And a lot of people were starting to turn on Pickford for the England goal. And I don't get it. I think Pickford not only has shown his quality for England, I think Pickford's never let England down. And he's better than Ramsdale. I don't care if he plays for Everton. He's better than Ramsdale. Shoot me. I think Ramsdale, he has weaknesses to his game. I think his shot stopping isn't amazing. Like I've seen him have howlers. I remember games against Man United where he gets caught in no man's land. I remember, was it Man City made an absolute howler when De Bruyne scored? Like he's had shocking games. When they lost to oh no, sorry, when they drew to Southampton, Ramsdale had a stinker, gave the ball away in the first minute and they conceded. Um Hi JSTV, I changed my name. Remember me from my old name. Aston Villa the best. Oh nice. How you doing, mate? I remember you. Mark says I'm a little late today. Apologies. No worries, man. No worries. And you've not missed like too much really. You've missed. I'll give you a quick rundown. Digne volley from 25 yards, tipped over from Sanchez. Very similar position to where he scored against Legia Warsaw, a cross goal as well. An even bigger chance for Chelsea when Jackson was through on goal, and Emi Martinez made a brilliant save against Jackson. And then Villa responded with another volley, this time way closer from Zaniolo, near post, 8 yards out, and even more impressively tipped over from Sanchez. Incredible goalkeeping. And it's got Chelsea's highest rating on SofaScore. Just to put things into perspective. Mudrik's been okay for Chelsea. Still no Premier League goals for him, but he should have had an assist really for that through ball to Jackson. But he's out of form. And if he doesn't score soon, I think he's going to struggle. The negative part of my brain is thinking Chelsea will get a winner in this game, but it really could go either way. And we'll see that. At half-time, it is goalless. Villa have had more shots. Chelsea have had the better chance. But Sanchez has been their best player, which I do think that speaks volumes, really. Tell me, that's not an easy question to ask. You can ask who's like my favorite all-time squad. Probably the 2009 Villa team. It's when I first started going into football. That team had Ashley Young, Stuart Downing, James Milner. Rolling back the years with Nigel Reo-Coker. A little bit before that. A little bit. I say a little bit. It's very, very, very little bit before my time. Larson at the back. Richard Dunn, James Collins. That was like 2011, 2012. Carlos Cuellar. What a player. That was a good centre back. I loved Carlos Cuellar. Yeah, I'd say that. John Carew, of course. Gabby Agbonlahor. Warnock was one of my favourite left backs for a while because we went through a succession of terrible left backs until who's that French Don who came in and did okay. I say did okay. We got relegated with him. He went on to do really well actually. Oh, my brain. I'm actually gonna have to go on Footbin or something. That a French left back for Aston Villa. He got an assist for Rudy Gestede in the Birmingham derby. Am I gonna look up French left backs? I'm using a FIFA app to look for a French Villa player or former French Villa player. But I will find out who it is. It was. I'm still not seeing him for some reason. Why am I still not seeing him? I don't remember. Melberg and Larson were great. How you doing, Paper Wings? They were brilliant. We have kicked off, by the way, in the second half of the game. Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Amavi. It was Amavi, not Varchi. That kind of gave me. That jogged the brain a little bit. It was Amavi. Jackson for. I say Jackson. It was actually Disarcy. I don't know why Jackson would have that ball so far back. Diaby racing, but it's won back by Enzo. Couldn't join on time, so hi. Melberg and Larson were great. Yeah. So basically, that 2009, 2010 Villa team. I used to love players like James Milner. My first experience was a very crap of like a Birmingham derby. It's a very crap one. We won 1-0, but it was a very boring game. It wasn't for me at the time, but very little happened. But we won off a James Milner penalty. Favorite Villa player of all time? It is probably Agbonlahor, really. As much as he went downhill, it probably is Gabby. Or Ashley Young, actually. You know what? I'd probably say Young, especially the fact he came back, had a brilliant season with us last year. At least that in my time. Martinez is in trouble here. Emmy made a brilliant save against Sterling, but he's now holding his leg, which is very worrying because we have Robin Olsen on the bench. If Olsen comes on, we lose. Olsen comes on, we lose. Like, I'm not taking this. I'm not saying anything like too mean. I'm just saying it how it is. Olsen's terrible. I think Emmy needs to think about that. Sterling finally gets behind Digne. It's a really good save off the legs of Martinez. I think Sterling has caught Emmy. Seems to be okay to carry on, which is very, very nice. Thank you. I would be very worried. McGinn's giving it away. Mudrik's shot deflects off Konsa. Colwell's pass is awful. Although to be fair, Kamara gives it away. Chance for a header, and it's put wide by Jackson. I've got to say, Chelsea have started the second half really good. They've had 2 good chances. Villa need to wake up. Offside flag up on Jackson, to be fair. Mitoma scoring within a minute of getting subbed on. That's just Mitoma doing Mitoma things. I'm taking a back like if Olsen comes on. Sorry. Fair, but I can't control that, can I? Oh, Jackson said it. I mean, he's offside anyway, but it's not a great header, really. Oh, I would cry if Olsen has to come on. It's actually not fair that we're stuck with him as a backup keeper. I cannot believe that we didn't get someone else in. Digne. Oh, Villa need to wake up. This is shocking second half from Aston Villa. Sterling on the byline, cuts it back. Smashed away by Konsa, only as far. Well, free kick has been given. So only as far as Gusto. Zaniolo then fouls him. Villa have been awful in the second half. In the 3 minutes that we've played, it's been all Chelsea. This is pretty dire. It's just like rushed clearances and panic defending. Like, lads, what was said at half time? That's a really good clearance from Konsa, actually. It's an outside of the boot one, unless he's just sliced it. He's done an outside of the foot clearance. We carry on like this, we'll lose. I'm just saying it how it is. Fernandez to have this free kick for Chelsea. Go short to Sterling. Sterling's cross. It's a not bad one. It's headed up into the sky by Konsa. And a free kick is given for Aston Villa. Another offside. There's been so many Chelsea offsides today. And a lot of that is down to how we defend with the high line. A yellow card is seemingly given to Jackson for complaining. Yet Jackson booked. Jackson suspended, apparently, for the next Chelsea game. Oh, he stopped Villa playing short, that's why. So Emmy just blasts the ball into him to prove the point. Yeah, Jackson with a very silly yellow, really. Especially considering he's now suspended. So Chelsea are going to be without Jackson Ball for 1 game. Imagine if they win that. Jackson doesn't play and they win the game. Digne, we had Zaniolo short. Instead, he finds Watkins in the box. Watkins with 3 Chelsea players on him. Zaniolo cross. A decent ball across the face of goal, but no one really there to attack it. Digne to take the throw for Aston Villa. I want Diaby to be more involved this hour. I think Diaby, very disappointing, really. Did very little. Zaniolo, that's nice. Can he keep this in play? He wins a throw-in off Gusto. Well, he should have. It's actually gone Chelsea's way, and it looks like it deflected off Gusto last, but maybe it did like a double deflection off him and Zaniolo. But Chelsea get a throw-in. Very close to their goal. Wait, what was given? I took my headphone out for half a second. Wait, Aston Villa got a corner. What happened? I swear, hang on. I'm really confused because a Chelsea throw was given. Someone will have to explain that to me. It looked like a Chelsea throw was given because Zaniolo was complaining. Unless he wanted. Was he complaining that it wasn't a throw? That it was sorry, that it wasn't a corner but a throw in? I don't know. Cross comes in. Sanchez does very well. Very commanding goalkeeping from him. A lot of goalkeepers would not have come that far out to receive that ball. Gusto for Chelsea. I have a feeling Chelsea are going to rig the game. Oh, Sterling's in. This should be a goal. Brilliant save. Brilliant save, Martinez. Sterling in on goal. Brilliant save. There might have been an offside flag. He did look it initially. It is offside, yeah. It's another offside flag. Doesn't matter anyway. Emmy made the save. Chelsea have been offside. It's got to be nearly in double digits now. He's on. Oh, that would have stood. That would have stood. That would have stood, I think. I think that would have stood. That's a terrible shot from Sterling. And he had a sweat there as well. He actually had he could have squared the ball. He had a man alongside him. And in the rules of football, if you as long as the pass is sideways, you can't be offside. So there was a potential empty goal there. Sterling's just very selfish. It didn't look like offside to me. I think Digne kept him on. Shock. The three other defenders in the back four were in a line, but I think Digne is slightly further back. Enzo, that's a foul, yeah, from Douglas. Oh, Louise, can you wake up, please? Dougie Louise is just unbelievable, man. Arsenal might get a pen. Oh dear. Yeah, Louise just not played very well today. VR check and ball. Oh no. Please. Although there would be expressions oozing tears. So I suppose that's not terrible. Oh, Emmy Martinez, Jesus Christ. Emmy has just kicked the ball against Jackson, and thankfully it's gone out for a goal kick. I can't with my heart rate can't take this. Digne back to Martinez. Martinez boots it against Jackson. Could have gone absolutely anywhere. Penalty to Arsenal. Is that what Luke is saying? Brighton 2, Bournemouth 1 still, and it is, and it's a goal to Arsenal as well. Arsenal lead in the North London derby for the second time today. Gusto getting a booking now. Oh, this referee is a knob. Can we all agree, as Chelsea and Villa fans in chat, can we agree this referee is an absolute arsehole? Like, he's dishing out yellows for no reason. That's not a good tackle. You go back 20 years, that's a good tackle. He's caught him with a bit of afters, right? But like, I don't want stuff like that being given bookings. I remember Marvelous Nakamba used to do challenges like that. Possible red. Oh, possible red. It's a possible. There's no way. Oh, I mean, he can't. Oh, I mean, it's not that high though. It's hit his ankle. It's a bit reckless, I guess. Possible red on Gusto on Digne. Oh, he could be sent off it. Chelsea could be down to 10. He's going to go to the monitor. He's going to the monitor. This could be a Chelsea red card. It was a challenge from Gusto on Digne. Well, I'm not even going to... Look, I'm going to be honest. I didn't even think it was that bad at first. That was my initial reaction. You go back 20 years... That's just a bit of afters from the challenge. He already won the ball. Football isn't played in like slow motion. You know, football's not played in pictures. If this was a Villa player, I wouldn't want a red card to be given for that. Maybe I'm insane. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I'm happy to for people to disagree there, right? But to me, that's not a red card. I would be if that was a Villa player, I'd be disappointed if that was given because like he's gone in for a 50-50. He has actually won the ball. It's just after he's gone into his ankle. I don't think that's a red card. I don't think it's a red card. And he might give it though. He's seen the monitor. He's still jogging. So we're gonna see if this is actually given as a red. Oh, monitor. He's gone. It's a red card for Chelsea. The yellow is waved away. It is a straight red card for Gusto, the fullback. Chelsea are down to 10 men. I think that's harsh. Look, I'm going to keep saying it over and over again. I think that's a really harsh red card. If that happened, look, I love Aston Villa. I want this sport to be played and have the rules. I want consistent rules. I want the sport to be how it should be. If that was an Aston Villa player and we got a red for that, I'd be fuming. It's Gusto. It's not Caicedo. It's Gusto. Yeah. I don't agree with that. I don't agree. I don't think that's a red card personally. Like, I'm a Villa fan and I'm saying that. I think he's a bit unlucky that after he's won the ball, it's a 50-50, right? And you'll never stop players going in on 50-50s. It's on the halfway line. Like, it's by the byline. He's got to go in for it, right? He's won the ball, and it's after that, his foot has then gone into the ankle of Digne. That happens sometimes. You catch the ball, then the man. I don't agree with red cards like that. You go back like 20 years, that's not a red card. But Chelsea are down to 10. McGinn with the cross towards the far post. And it's a good catch from Sanchez. Now, with Chelsea being 10 men, Villa got no excuse to not get something out of this game, really. Absolutely no excuse. And if Chelsea lose, I mean, say we go on and win this game, I would actually feel bad. I genuinely would feel bad because like I think that decision's a joke, really. But I'll move on from it. But yeah, Son has equalised for Spurs. Big up Son. I didn't want to put Son in because he had a bad season last year and he's quite expensive. Chance for Aston Villa. Cross into the box, cleared by Caicedo. Watkins battling. Louise with a shot. Could fall to Watkins. Doesn't quite. Another shot comes in. It's deflected wide. Aston Villa putting the pressure on. And we get a corner. Come on, the Villa boys. Come on. Half an hour to go. Still it remains goalless. But that red card has definitely, it seems to have done something for Aston Villa. The initial shot hit Zaniolo. And the shot from Matty Cash hits Colwell. That could have gone anywhere. That Colwell block deflects over his own goal. Mudryk's coming off. Mudryk is off for Chelsea. Oh my goodness me. I'm guessing that's for Ben Chilwell, right? Yeah, Ben Chilwell on for Mudryk. That is fair enough. Although I think that's harsh on Mudryk because I think he's been one of Chelsea's best players today. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I think it's harsh on Mudryk personally. I think it could have been Sterling. I think Mudryk's actually been decent for Chelsea today. Still no goals for him. Thankfully, it's not against Villa. Villa take the corner short. Diaby swings the ball in towards Watkins. He just doesn't control the ball at all. Kamara with a slice forward. Digne battling to win a header. Jackson against Kamara. Kamara gets it forward again. Hacked away again from Chelsea. It just feels like a bit of volleyball almost. Kamara back to Martinez. Villa recycle the ball. Half an hour to go. Come on. This is a chance now. There is no excuse. We've not played amazing today. And we've been given an opportunity to really take the game by the scruff of the neck. The Villa fans are in tune for at least the audio, it's picked them up for the first time. Cash against Chilwell. Into Diaby. Diaby with McGinn short. John McGinn. Into Douglas Luiz. Villa go from right to left. Digne, lovely interplay with Zaniolo. Louise back into Zaniolo, tries to turn away from Gallagher. Back to Zaniolo, edge of the box. Zaniolo, chance for a left-footed shots deflected. And that'll be a corner kick. Not a corner, sorry. Nearly a corner. A throw into Aston Villa. That's an opportunity there. That's a terrible clearance. All that was from a bad pass out from defence for Chelsea. It was a good block from Disarcy. 62 gone it. Diaby off Duran. I would put Duran on yet. He might be tired though from the Poland game. Enzo Watchalong. The throw for Villa weren't great from Luis. Here's Diaby for Aston Villa. Into Kamara. I would say probably Kamara's been man of the match today. I think he's been very, very good. We're seeing back. Can't get my words out. Kamara back to his best today, it seems. Emery does seem to like where teams down. Oh yeah. Sorry, I saw where and not like where because it's said the same way but not spelled the same. Shot comes in from Cash. He's drilled at Sanchez, but straight down the throat of the goalkeeper. He's fizzed that towards goal, but it is right at him. If that's in the corner, that causes issues, but it is straight at Sanchez. Well, since the red card, it's been all Villa, and all the Villa fans I can hear as well. Ball back to Sanchez under pressure. He clears long, left-footed. Header from Konsa forward. Louise tries to keep the ball over. Lovely long ball forward to Jackson. This could be a chance for Chelsea. Jackson! Good defending, Konsa. Konsa brilliantly just sees the ball to Martinez almost. Riding on Jackson's shoulder, allowing him to not really have any opportunity to score. Really good defending. Konsa, he's had a good season, I think, Konsa so far. Diaby into Watkins, back to Diaby, into Zaniolo. Zaniolo to Digne. Digne! Why does he not shoot that? He tries to pull it across goal. Digne could have fizzed that on goal. Oh, Luca Digne in space there, in the box, has a chance to drill it across, instead looks for a pass. You're not going to get that many chances like that. He's got a shot on him as well, Digne. Diaby into McGinn. McGinn switches the play across. Really good pick out to Digne again. Digne with the cross deflects off Disarcy. Aston Villa have another corner. Come on. Let's do something with this. Well, I said that red card has completely turned the tide of this game. Liverpool have scored. Liverpool have just recently scored to make it 2-1 in their game. Aberdeen as well lead 1-0 against Ross County. And it's still Arsenal 2, Tottenham 2 in the North London derby. Villa with the corner. Douglas Luiz in swinger, left-hand side towards those Aston Villa travelling faithful. Can he swing this and can it be a good delivery? It's a terrible delivery from Digne. He tries to drill it low like he's Trent Alexander-Arnold. Who does Blood think he is? Terrible, really. And then Sterling is fouled by Douglas Luiz. For goodness sake, man. Oh, this game's killing me. This game's absolutely killing me. Guys, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're very close to closing in on 3,500 subscribers. So if you haven't already, give me support. That'd be lovely. Thank you. Unai Emery must be sweltering hot, by the way, in that suit. I don't get when managers have suits, man. I couldn't. I think surely it'd be really, I don't know. I guess it's better than playing in the summer, but I don't know. The sun was just beaming down on his forehead. 66 minutes gone at Chelsea 0, Villa 0. I will briefly look at the reaction to the red card. I'm guessing the Villa fans will say it's deserved and the Chelsea fans won't. But look, I'm the in between. I actually feel like that's harsh, but needs to capitalise. Referee making correct decisions finally. Two opposite comments right there. Watchers still not score is a very funny Villa comment. Darwin Núñez has scored for Liverpool. Is Digne? Oh, terrible ball from Digne again, really. Louise into McGinn. McGinn back into Douglas Luiz, who slips as he gets the ball, and then Watkins has the first touch of Lukaku, it seems. Chelsea preparing to make subs. Villa have really taken hold of this game. So Luke Bennett. Oh, sorry. Not Luke Bennett. Who's he? I actually forgot his real name. He does weirdly look like Luke Bennett though. This Man City guy. Jackson's coming off for Chelsea. No, Palmer. Yeah, Cole Palmer. That's it. That red will get rescinded, I reckon, after appeal. Yeah, probably. Rangers lead against Motherwell. How are you in between? You're literally a Villa fan. Because I'm unbiased. Villa fans on Twitter are biased. Chelsea fans on Twitter are biased. I'm not. There you go. That's the in between. I don't think it's a red card. Some Villa fans will say yes. Some Villa fans will say no. Maybe some Chelsea fans will agree with the decision. I don't think so. I'm looking in the comments. Never a red. What a disgrace. Never a red. We are finished. Ref is a joke. VAR's a joke. He won the ball. I think it was a poor call. He won the ball first. Yeah, I did think it was harsh. Jackson on the pitch. Chelsea back to 10 minutes instead of 9. He's Jack. I kid you not. Jackson's missed a 1-on-1. He's had a free header at the back post. Again, he was offside, but he had a free header at the back post. He put it wide. But he literally had a 1-on-1 sent through by Mudryk. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it means now Jackson still, I think, with only one Premier League goal this season, and Mudryk has yet to score one, and neither happen against Aston Villa. We move. Yeah, I think yellow is fair. I don't think it was a red, but it's football. Decisions go your way sometimes. Decisions go against you. We've had the good ones. We've had the bad ones. It swings roundabouts, you know. Pau Torres for Villa. 20 minutes to go. Still goalless. This does reek of 0-0. I can't lie. Even against 10 men, we've just looked toothless all day today. We've had a couple volleys that, could have gone in. But our passing, it's not been that fluid. I don't think we've created that many clear-cut chances, really. That's better, though, from Zaniolo, but Digne has no legs. So Silva will lay the ball back off to Sanchez. Zaniolo's been probably our best attacking player today by a mile, really. It's a foul in the modern terms because he does catch him. He does get the ball first, and in modern football, even the follow through, that's still technically a foul. Technically, I don't think it's enough to be a red though. Even with modern rules, I don't think it's enough to be a red card. Oh, lovely challenge from Digne into Zaniolo. Villa could be on the break here. Zaniolo, wasteful. Diaby though. Oh, Diaby with a right-footed volley, scuffs it wide. Look, he's very one-footed, a little bit like what's his name? The other Bertrand Traore, a lefty. Only uses his lefty really, but he went for the right-footed shot and yeah, it doesn't catch it really. Good chance though for Diaby, just doesn't take it. Chelsea, and I don't see you're watching a different game to me because I think it's been all Villa since the red card. I think Chelsea started the second half better. We're probably on top by the time the red card happened. I think since then, it's been all Aston Villa. Maddison may have just got a serious injury. Oh dear. Ball to Sterling. Sterling in the box, cuts it. Well, he tries to cut back inside. And it's cut out by Sri Konsa again. He's had a great game today. Cole Palmer for Chelsea. I can't believe City let him go. Foot mob ticker. It is waffle. I'm watching the game with my eyes, not with stats. Chelsea have not been. Chelsea have at least been a little bit more poor since the red card. I think Villa have been better since Chelsea have been down to 10. Sanchez for Chelsea. They're going to build from the back. It's 10 men Chelsea, remember? Long ball played down the left-hand side. And they've got an opportunity in the box here. Cross comes in. Really good defending. Pau Torres covering. I think the last minute or two Chelsea have been a little bit better, but it has mainly been Aston Villa. Lovely ball. Oh, cut out by Pau. Is Caicedo. Back to Thiago Silva. Palmer. Disasi on the byline. Gallagher's cross is dreadful. Oh, that's a mistake from Thiago Silva. Diaby, Villa on the break. Diaby into Watkins. Chance for Villa. Watkins against Colwill. Shot is blocked. Watkins again. Yes! Aston Villa take the lead. Ollie Watkins with a rocket across goal. As this goal has been coming since the red card. Villa have been on top. Watkins hit Chelsea on the break from a Thiago Silva mistake. And Ollie Watkins drills it across goal. Aston Villa 1, Chelsea 0. Come on! Watkins with his first Premier League goal of the season. Brilliant finish. I will say questionable from Sanchez. That shot was from a very acute angle. And it's found its way through to the bottom corner. But Ollie Watkins makes it Chelsea 0, Aston Villa 1. Really good finish across goal. Really good finish. Levi Colwill, by the way, I think needs to take some criticism as well. Doesn't really do anything to stop Ollie Watkins. His initial shot was charged down, but then he doesn't get back up for the second. The block goes straight back to Ollie Watkins. I mean, most of the criticism will go down on Sanchez, right? And I get that, because it's a really tight angle and he shouldn't really concede from there. But Colwill, I think, has to do a little bit more. And obviously, Thiago Silva. Oh, it's gone through the legs. It's gone through the legs of Sanchez. Goodness gracious me. That's shocking. That is absolutely shocking from Chelsea. Ollie Watkins makes it 1-0. We're going to make some subs as well. Leon Bailey, Jacob Ramsey, who I'm doing a FIFA series about. Both coming on. Zaniolo is coming off for Aston Villa. I need to update the score. I've not updated the score. Still 1-0 to Villa. John McGinn now off for JJ. A very attacking sub, that, I will say. And the Villa fans insane fine tune right now. All you've been hearing, the last 20 minutes, all you've been hearing are Aston Villa fans. Maurizio Pochettino looking perplexed on the sidelines. Thiago Silva into Axel Disasi. Oh, lovely turn away against John. I said John McGinn. It was Luca Digne. Long ball through, and Chelsea might be in on goal. Chelsea are in on goal. It's Chilwell. Ben Chilwell. Brilliant save, Martinez. Wow. Incredible goalkeeping, Martinez. Chilwell was in on goal for Chelsea, and it's a fine stop from Emi. Well, that would have been an instant reply for Chelsea. Terrible defending from Aston Villa. Ben Chilwell. Emi Martinez has been top class today. Outstanding goalkeeping from Martinez today. Very, very, very impressive. Gallagher. Can't get my words out. Gallagher with the corner for Chelsea. 75 gone it. Oh, people saying 2-0 by the way, and it's not 2-0. At least I've not seen a second goal. It's at least on my screen, 75 gone. It's still 1-0 to Aston Villa. So yeah. But yeah, there's brilliant save, Martin. I need to read some comments. Whoever said sell Watkins get in the bin. Yeah, exactly. People are reactionary, right? They are reactionary. Gypsy Lad said 2-0. Well, I think he said that 2 minutes ago, and I have a 1.5 minute delay. So yeah. Just seeing the goal on Twitter. Where did Watkins learn to finish like that? I mean, it is shocking goalkeeping. It is shocking goalkeeping from Sanchez. Let's not take the piss. He has nutmegged Sanchez from nearly the byline. Yeah, it is still 1-0 to Aston Villa. Chelsea, though, they've got to score. Otherwise, for the third game in a row, they're going to run a blank, and they're still with one Premier League win all season. But with 13 minutes to go here, it is Chelsea, 10-man Chelsea 0, Aston Villa 1. Ollie Watkins is the difference. Chelsea could hit us on the break, though. It's Axel Disasi. He's in on goal here. Axel Disasi. That's sliced it wide. All right, our back line, though, I will say, we've got to be careful because they keep having these chances. And like eventually they are going to bury one. And yeah, the fullback is holding his shoulder here. Wait, is he a full? No, he's a centre back. I'm confused. Oh, is he playing fullback now because Colwell, not Colwell, Gusto got centre. I don't know why chat is baiting. 1 billion down the drain. Chelsea Football Club losing the game. Some red card. I mean, if Gusto's was a red, anything can, you know. How does Chilwell miss that, by the way? That's terrible from Ben Chilwell. Romero yellow card now. Bro's having an XQC game. Oh dear. 3-2 to Brighton. Oh, Bournemouth have one back because it was 3-1. Mitoma, what a baller he is. What a baller. I love the Kipper parody on TikTok. Thank you, Mama. I appreciate that. Yeah, I thought it'd be a funny comment because obviously young Kipper's quite big on TikTok these days. And Villa are playing Chelsea. I thought it was the perfect time. The stars aligned really for a Chelsea parody. He actually commented on the video, you know. I saw that yesterday. I think he's like the top comment now on the video. I thought that was quite cool. Nothing is more scary to me than a James Pearce tweet. Okay. Oh, it's 3-1. Oh, I thought Blood said 3-2. It's 3-1. Tielemann's going to come on for Aston Villa. Jacob Ramsey's just come on. Is that to come off, by the way, I think. Wait, what has happened here then? I'm confused. Is he going to come back? I actually do need to check this. Ramsey came on. He's on the sideline. I think he's just getting treatment. I don't think he's being subbed off. Ramsey came on for McGinn. Bailey came on for Zaniolo. Diaby has a chance for Villa. Diaby with pace. Diaby! Oh, brilliant save, Sanchez. It should be 2-0 to Aston Villa. How has Diaby not scored? How has Moussa Diaby not made it 2-0 to Villa there? Diaby in on goal, very similar to Ben Chilwell down the other end. And both shots were lacking, really. Chilwell went near post. Diaby went far. And it was a good save from Sanchez, but it's not enough in the corner. Broya on for Chelsea. Pau Torres for Aston Villa. Into Kamara. Kamara back to Martinez. Villa have 10 minutes to hold on. That's shocking. Oh, get Luiz off, man. Luiz has had an absolute Hall of Shame performance today. He's had an absolute stinker game. I like Luiz. He's had a stinker today. He's just clearly not being himself. John McGinn and Kamara are really carrying. That's all I'm going to say. Tielemans, he's going to come on. I hope it's for Douglas because it's for Diaby. I think the haramble of Unai is in full swing because that's an attacking player. I think have we gone into a 5-man midfield? I think we've seen haramble from Unai Emery. We're gonna see. I still remember when Unai Emery played with basically a back six against Brighton when we beat them away. We played with a back four, but our wide midfielders pretty much played as like another left back and another right back, and it was the most haram shit I've ever seen. There was so many players back. Wolves are shocked, yeah. I mean, Gary O'Neill, right? I think I'm starting to see the light because I didn't understand why Bournemouth sacked him, but all the Bournemouth fans were happy that he went. And they were saying that Gary O'Neill played terrible football for Bournemouth and it wasn't sustainable and they would have just gone down. And then like he's come in at Wolves and Wolves just look piss poor. Playing shit football. I can see why Bournemouth fans were saying what they were saying. Gallagher scoops it out wide to Disasi. Oh, it's a good cross, you know. Well, it looked a better. It looked like a decent ball. Just no one attacked it, and Disasi's still holding his shoulder. I've not seen Cole Palmer like really touch the ball for Chelsea, by the way. Just relegate us now, man. 1 win, 2 draws, 3 losses so far. This game hasn't finished, to be fair. This game is still going on, and Villa play the high line where anything can happen. Oh yeah, Diaby was well offside, by the way, for his chance. So it would have been ruled out anyway. But he didn't hit the back of the net. His shot is terrible, really. It's just straight down the middle. On his favourite left foot as well, I do expect better conviction there. Gallagher into Thiago Silva. Good press from Ramsey. Chelsea get a throw in. Just read on Twitter, a standing ovation of Jones as he's replaced by Gravenberch. My eyes are bleached. West Ham equaliser coming. Oh, man. We're not scoring the red card, we stink. Yeah, but Luca Digne plays for Aston Villa. Luca Digne, I think bro forgets Luca Digne plays for Aston Villa. Free kick to Chelsea given. Again, get Luiz off the pitch, man. Luiz has been shocking today. He's honestly, I feel like he's trying to get sold. Like, what is going on? He's giving the ball away every opportunity, and he's like committed like 6 fouls. He has been piss poor today. Oh, Villa could hit Chelsea on the break. Jacob Ramsey, this is opportunity. Ramsey in the box, trying to get on his right foot. Ramsey! Brilliant save, Sanchez. Brilliant save, Sanchez. Ramsey nearly makes it 2-0 to Aston Villa. Bending shot across goal. What a start. And Luke Hopkins manages to see that before me. That's a great save, Sanchez. Plunged to his left, kept it out. Oh, if we don't win this game, I'll be fuming. Chelsea won't score, but Digne might. Dear Lord. Leon Bailey take a corner for Villa. This is Villa's 10th corner of the afternoon. Yeah, Villa should have had this game wrapped up by now with the chances we've had. Corner kick. Bailey towards the near post. And the header from Concert had a poor connection, really. Yeah, it's a good corner, that. I think that really should have led to something. I think Villa, this should have been like maybe 2-0. Oh, okay, I'll give Chelsea 1 because they've had a couple of chances. It probably should be 2-1 to Villa, really. Still the same scoreline. Chelsea 7 shots to Villa's 13. Chelsea with 10 men as well. A long ball for Chelsea down the left-hand side. Okay, I need to get the lineup back. I accidentally flicked off my phone. Sterling is dispossessed by Douglas Luiz. Ramsey gets it back for Aston Villa. Well, I said gets it back. He recycles it. Plays it towards Digne. Digne back to Pau Torres. Torres to Martinez. I'll do some pro clubs later today. I might do a YouTube stream later for either some pro clubs or Ultimate Team or something. I'm currently upgrading my Jacob Ramsey card, the Evolutions feature on EAFC. I've done the relentless winger thing. I've got him. He's 81 right now, but he can go up to 84. Kamara's dispossessed. This is a chance for Chelsea. This is. I'm a bit worried. Cross comes in. It's cleared, and Cash will hack it away. That was a little bit concerning. And now Gallagher's gone down and free kick to Chelsea's given. Kamara complaining. It seems Sterling has swapped sides. There's no way Sterling has backed out of the Digne race, right? Raheem Sterling is officially a wash man if he has decided to swap sides to not go against Luca Digne. Like, that's when you know you're washed. If you are scared of Digne. Dear. Chilwell is on this free kick for Chelsea. This, I gotta say, he could do something from this. It's a little bit far out of shoot, but I've seen him go in. Chilwell will go for a cross towards the far post. And that has harmlessly gone out of play as Broja goes in on the slide. Pochettino still does not look like a happy man here. Not a bad idea from Chilwell, but yeah. I think Broja was never going to get to that. Guys, 27 of you in the live stream. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Aston Villa currently leading 1-0 in this game. So I'm sure some of the Chelsea fans, they might not like the scoreline, but hopefully they like the stream. Ollie Watkins claiming for a foul. That's not going to be given. A lot of Villa whining today, I'm noticing. Maybe it's just me, but there's just been a lot of whining at the referee. Maybe because we know the referee is not that great. So it's just like, yeah, we could win it. We can win anything. This press from Villa is causing a few issues for Chelsea. It's an awkward ball to Thiago Silva, but he's dealt with it very well. And Chelsea now build down the right. Disasi into Cole Palmer. Oh, Palmer's easily robbed by Jacob Ramsey. And then Ramsey, I think, does a little bit too much there. He tries to then sprint past Cole Palmer and I think Gallagher together. And he lost the ball. I think he could have just looked for a pass there. Try and keep possession. We got a few minutes of this game. Unai Emery still shouting instructions. Jackson is going to serve his suspension against Brighton in the Cups. That means we have a next league game. The suffering never ends. I think he's saying 2 subs. I think he wants Duran and Dendoncker on, it seems. Yeah. Duran and Dendoncker are going to come on for Aston Villa. I think that's just to shore up the midfield. Maybe take Ollie off. Give Duran a little run out in the Premier League. He scored 3 goals now in all competitions. Got the goal against Everton in the 4-0 game at the first home game in the Premier League. Scored against Crystal Palace at Villa Park with the equaliser only last week. And then scored a header against Legia Warsaw in midweek. I doubt he's going to do anything in the minute that he's going to be on, if that. The ref ruined the game. Yeah, I think this game could have swung either way. We still have a minute to go, so I'm not going to jinx anything. Villa are on the break though. Watkins into Bailey. A foul's given. And we wanted to play advantage. Yeah, Tielemans and Konsa are saying play advantage. This referee is wank. Why would he not play advantage there? Can you just roll that back? That's a 2-on-1 there. Why would he not play advantage? Bailey's literally through. Why would he not? Why would he not play advantage? That's a shocking decision. This referee is abysmal. He's actually terrible. We were probably in on goal there. It's a 2-on-1. Oh dear. Also Kamara's off for Dendoncker. That's not the sub I would have made. I would have put Louise off and just have 2 very similar CDMs on. And then Duran surely on for Ollie Watkins. Scored a hat-trick against Hibs. Did Duran score against Hibs? I don't think Duran scored against Hibs, did he? Watkins got 3. I'm trying to think of the 5-0. Watkins got... He might have scored against Hibs, actually. Yeah, he did. He did score against Hibs. Yeah. I forgot about that. I know Watkins hit 3 at the first game. Louise scored a penalty. I can't remember who else got a goal. Was it Digne or Cash? I think it might have been Cash. Tielemans, he's won the ball off Chilwell. Cuts it back to Douglas Luiz, edge of the box. Luiz into Jacob Ramsey. Ramsey into Digne. Fakes a shot. Pulls it across. Can we get this ball in, please? Oh, that's poor. That's poor. And now Sterling can hit Villa on the break. Sterling is fouled. That's a very clever tactical foul, that is. That's the first thing I actually will give Douglas Luiz credit for today. That's a really good tactical foul. 3-1 to Liverpool. Yeah, 11 minutes of added time have been shown in this game. Not sure where 11 has come from. I will say that. There's been some minor stoppages. I know there's like increased stoppage time these days, but I don't know where 11 has come from. Not entirely sure. Maybe making up for like the minute that we lost in the first half. Disasi. Oh my goodness me, that could have been an equaliser for Chelsea. The shot was probably goal bound. It was deflected on its way through. Jesus Christ. My heart actually sank for a second then. Darcy with Gallagher on the overlap. Gallagher. Oh dear. That's a poor ball forward. No, my heart can't take this. I literally, my heart cannot take this. Keep getting sofa score fucking player updates on my phone. Matty Cash with a dodgy clearance there. Villa play out from the back again. Digne. Duran tries to flick it on, but it's a bit more hopeless. Hopeful, if anything. Sorry, I should say. So Chelsea made 4 changes with Chilwell, Palmer. I don't know how to pronounce his name, by the way. Ugachukwu. That's a mouthful. Is it Hugo or Ugo or what? Ugo. Ugachukwu. I'm just saying it's that. We'll see. Over here, him, Palmer, Chilwell, and Broja are all on. For Chelsea, they still have 1 sub to make. If they wanted to make it anyway. Villa have made all their 5. Bailey, Ramsey, Tielemans, Dendoncker, and John Durant. Oh man, this game. I'm aging as this game continues. Martinez has just been given his usual yellow. You know when we're winning a game, if Martinez is getting a yellow card in like the 93rd, 4th minute. He loves a time wasting yellow. He got loads of them last year. Villa get a free kick, seemingly for nothing. I didn't really see much of that, but it didn't look like a foul from first view. We take the free kick towards left hand side. Digne. So cross, it's deflected off to Sarsi. Aston Villa have a corner. North London derby has 10 minutes valid on time too. I beg Spurs get a winner. I need Arsenal tears. I need Arsenal tears. Colwell and Chilwell and Gallagher all in the referee's face here. I haven't put my headphones back in for a while. They wanted a penalty. What? I'm confused. What? Oh, check complaint. Check complaint. I was gonna say I didn't even see for what. I didn't even see for what. There's apparently a little tussle. Tielemans corner. Sanchez, does he drop the ball there? Wait, what happens here? Sanchez goes for it. Sanchez just misses the ball. He goes to catch it and he just kind of like drops it. Apparently that's a foul. Okay, ref. Concer's just challenging for a header. What foul existed there? Alright, Gypsy lad, don't jinx Villa, alright? There's still 6 minutes to go in this game. It's intercepted, and now it's Durant on his own for Villa. Yeah, just hold it up, mate. He's on his own. Gallagher, to be fair to Gallagher, has done well. He did well, but he gave the ball away. Louise, lovely clip ball to Durant. Ramsey. Tackled by Disasi. This is a very scrappy game it's coming into. 96 gone. Still 1-0 Villa. 11 minutes valid time. 6 of them have been played. Villa get a free kick. 5 minutes to go, guys. Send Broja off for what? Wait, what? What's going on? What? What is Blood saying? Oh, the Villa fans are taunting the Chelsea ones by saying, "Shall we sing a song for you?" Love that. I will say, I didn't really hear Villa much until we scored. I don't want to be that guy, but I heard like a couple. But as soon as we scored, it's just non-stop Villa chants. But I heard maybe the odd couple before that. I hate when fans do that. It's very common in football to have like a very quiet, um, traveling fans, and then they get a goal and suddenly they wake up. You get teams like Crystal Palace, who just sing constantly. They've got very good away fans. Palace. Um, is another good example. To be fair, Man City are good away fans. I'll give them that. The people who are from Manchester who support Man City, the real fans, are actually like decent. Unai owns Chelsea. Okay, the game is not finished. The game has not finished yet, guys. All right, let's just calma. Chelsea are currently on the ball. Another shot from the left is rushed, really. I think was that Breuer? Free kick to Chelsea's given. 3 minutes to go, guys. 3 minutes to go. I can't breathe. I cannot breathe. Football's stressful. Yeah, it was a Duran handball. Yeah. That's what that was given for. Chilwell to take the free kick. I'm surprised they've not pushed more players forward for this. Gallagher. Disarcy has been dispossessed. And they get a throw in. Chelsea score. I'll cry. Palmer into Gallagher. Into Cole Palmer. Shots deflected off Douglas Luiz. That could have done something. Oh no, Villa could hit them on the break until the pass was heavy. Villa get a throw in there anyway. Sure, go ahead. I just had I followed AZ Alkmaar because they're in our group, and I forgot that I now get notifications for their games. Just like, why on earth I just got a notification for AZ Alkmaar? Douglas Luiz. Bit of scrappy ball again. Bailey. Tielemans into Durant. Ramsey. This football's pretty crap. I can't lie. It's been a shocking game of football in the last like 20 minutes. Oh, it's a mistake. Durant just doesn't have. Oh man, Chelsea are a little bit fortunate there. You'd have to have Usain Bolt level pace to get to that ball. Now Chilwell down the left. Well, Aston has said it's full time. I have a minute and a half delay. And Aston said it's full time. We'll have to wait and see. Could be bait. Could be bait. Are you doing flat cap gaming? What's good, mate? I'll go in until I see the clock go on Flash Score then. Because 10 minutes have been played. At least on my screen. Free kick from Chilwell. Oh my god, Breuer has missed a free header. Breuer. Oh my goodness me. He's offside. He's offside. He's offside. Blood is offside. Kepa goals. I know he's offside. How has he not scored that? How on earth has he not scored that? Well, I'm gonna carry on because it's 1-0, so you never know. It says 1-0 to Aston Villa. Here we got a minute apparently. Well, I'm delayed, so we have to wait. But apparently it has finished in real time. So that does mean that says to me that we've won it. But we'll see. Tielemans, he actually does go down in the box there. I'll just give it a few seconds. But a very good win for Aston Villa if we have won it. I think the referee did change the game a little bit with the red card decision. I do think overall we've deserved to win this game. We've had some chances that we've taken. Can't wait to see a young Kipper on TikTok make his video. I'm trying to think. Should I do another, like, I've already parodied the, why are people saying, Villa are going to lose to Chelsea? Should I do a parody of, I think we haven't lost though. If we lost, I would have done it. But we haven't. We have won full time here. It is Chelsea 0, Aston Villa 1. The goal from Ollie Watkins separates the two sides. Chelsea were down to 10 men with half an hour to go. But a very good performance for Aston Villa. Defensively, very solid. I think the amount of offsides that we gave them were just ridiculous. Chelsea will be ruining their misses. I think Jackson will probably not get much sleep tonight with a miss like that. 1-on-1, he puts it straight at Emmy. Chilwell again, another big chance. Chelsea will rue their mistakes. Villa on another day could have lost this. But I'll take it up the Villa. I'll just look at where this puts us in the table. This puts us into 6th place on 12 points. 2 behind Arsenal, 2 behind Spurs, with that game finishing 2-2 at the North London derby. And 6 points off Manchester City. Thankfully, though, we are... Well, there was a time where I used to look down the bottom, and we're 11 points above 18th place Sheffield United. Up the Villa. Very proud to be a Villa fan. If you haven't already, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll be doing some EA Sports FC related content in the upcoming days, maybe even today later on. I'll probably say it in my community or Discord or whatever. And the next Aston Villa game, I believe, is Everton in the Everton League Cup in 3 days' time. I'll be live for that. Thank you all for watching. See you again.